You'll never guess where I'm at today. Come join me. So I guess Meadow decided to get famous on YouTube.
See, I can't miss my
So
opportunity.
this is Meadow.
This is Meadow.
And
She's
who are
the
you?
boss. And I'm Lauren.
Good to talk
Meadow's
to you, Lauren.
mom.
So we're here today, everybody, at Hooting Homestead. In what town are we in?
We're in Campton, Kentucky,
Okay,
Wolf County.
Okay, Wolf County, Kentucky. Very cool. So we've got a class coming up sometime down the road. And so what I wanted to do was just get here and tell everybody about Hooting Owl. So how did this place get started?
Yeah, so we moved to Campton in 2018, just my husband and I. And we had an old farmhouse that we renovated and had been down here just camping, hiking, climbing every weekend. And
so where are you from?
I'm originally from Paint Lick, Kentucky, so Madison County
Eastern.
area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he grew up in Georgetown.
Okay.
So we spent a lot of time here and decided to make it our forever home. He was working here with his real estate business. And so we just moved here and decided to start Hooting Owl Homestead together.
So there was a cabin here. Was it in good shape, or did you all redo the whole thing, or how'd that go?
We've completely renovated it. It was just kind of a little old farmhouse. And so we've renovated it. We camped next to the pond for several months while we completely gutted it.
Like camper or tents or hammocks? Okay.
We slept in hammocks in
this is
warmer
just you
weather.
two, no kids
it's just
at this point.
us
Okay,
okay. Yeah.
Because I've seen a bunch of kids running around here. No kids at that time.
No kids
That'd
at
have been
that
rough.
time. Yes, and so it was just us really saying we had a rooftop tent when it got a little bit colder on the ground. In the Jeep, but really we were in a tent and then in the rooftop for several months while we finished the house. And then moved in there.
When you say you all are doing all that too.
Yes,
you all
we
doing
are.
It. You're not hiring people. You all are doing
We had
it.
some help with our house. This was before my husband really got into the building side of things. So we had a lot of help and contractors who came in and helped us. So that was really our first time starting to design something for our own and had our input, but we weren't involved with the building. And so we had a 60-year-old tobacco barn. And so my husband, Derek, was like, we have to renovate this. We have to do this. He had this really big vision for the tobacco barn, which is now the Barn Owl. So that was really our first.
The Barn Owl is now a cabin or a living space?
So it is. It's a renovated barn. So we kept a lot of the elements of the original tobacco barn, but we built it out to where there's a breezeway and a hot tub and a loft where you could sleep. And so that was really our first vacation rental here on the property. And so we've been renting that a little over a year now.
Yeah. And how do you do that? I mean, do you do that by the night, by the week, by the month?
We do it by the night, usually 2 or 3 or 4 night stays. We definitely offer week-long or month-long stays, but most of our renters are here for a few days at a time. And we do that through our website. We're on Airbnb, Vrbo, any of the booking
Go ahead.
sites.
I know we're going to have links, everybody, in the description, but what's the website?
It's hootingowlhomestead.com.
Okay, I'll make sure I'll have a link in the description. So that was the first one.
It was.
What was it again?
The Barn Owl.
The Barn Owl. Okay, the Barn Owl. Okay, the Barn Owl was the first one, and what was next?
Then we got the Goldenrod. So that one is a relatively new cabin as well. It's more of a luxury cabin. So that's just down the road from the Barn Owl. And so it sleeps 6. And then,
nice.
Yeah. So we've also added the Fern where we're at today. And this is a tiny cabin. So it's just a loft that sleeps 2. We have the Morel, which is our 4th cabin. It'll be another tiny cabin. So total we have 4, as well as our hiking trails. We have the homestead, so folks are welcome to visit our farm animals, explore the trails, have a picnic, and just enjoy the property overall.
And how many acres are here?
We have 40 acres total here.
Okay, cool. And there's trails all through it and all that kind of stuff?
There are. Yeah, we've got some light walking trails and then some more intense hiking trails as well. But really, folks are encouraged to walk throughout the property and just make themselves at home.
So what's here?
So we have some cliffs, we have wood, we have open fields, we have chickens, pigs, ducks, goats, a donkey, peacocks.
Are you milking any of these animals?
We're not, you know, but we do offer our guests farm fresh eggs from the chickens.
Oh, nice.
So that's part of their welcome gift. We offer them coffee. We work with a local beekeeper, their honey to all of our guests. And then we work with a local soap company to partner with them as well.
We've talked about things in different, because we've taught a lot of edible and medicinal plants and localized food and stuff. It's best if you get honey from the area that you live in.
It's
which
been
is
great.
Good. Yeah, it's good. So do you have a store or something where you do that, or that's just what you provide in the cabins?
That's just what we provide. We also have a little farm stand. So if folks want extra eggs, firewood, kindling, more soap, things like that, they can also purchase that from our farm stand. Seasonally,
and that's what's at the head of the driveway.
It is, yep. As you enter the property, that's there as well. We also offer our meat chickens. I make homemade breads and muffins and things like that as well.
Nice.
So before check-in, I reach out to the guests, see if there's anything additional they may like, or if they want to place a special order, especially if it's a birthday or anniversary or some sort of celebration. We love to provide them some of those extras.
Like cakes and stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So who are the types of folks that have been showing up so far?
We see a little bit of everything. We get a lot of anniversaries and honeymoons, so it's really neat to see people celebrating those special moments in their marriage. We get a lot of families and young kiddos. They really love our Gathering Grove space. We have a slack line, zip line, some outdoor swings and things here. Yes,
really? Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
We have a net, which is kind of like a trampoline, but it's in the trees.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of young families and adults like that too, but definitely a lot of young kiddos and teenagers that can come play. So we see really everything from couples to families. And then we've also had some folks that just want to come for a solo stay to reset, do some planning, just get away.
Sure. So. This would be a great place for a rider to come hang out for a while too. I mean, I go to a cabin on some property that we have access to and ride, and this would be a great place for riders to come.
Yeah.
Artists and all sorts of good stuff. It's very cool.
Thank
you. Looks like you got mixed hardwood forest, a lot of, looks like white pine, maples, tulip poplars, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Been logged in the last, 50 years or so? Do you know the history of it?
I'm not sure. My husband would probably be able to better tell you. But yeah.
It's a beautiful property.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
how often do the wildlife come through here?
We definitely see deer. We see owls quite often, which is kind of where the name originally came from. We would be in our tent and hear the hooting of the owls, which is really nice.
And are people using this as a launching point to go into the gorge and do their stuff too, in the Red River Gorge and hike and
absolutely.
Bigger trips?
So we're very secluded, where you don't have kind of the hustle and bustle of the gorge, but we're just a 10-minute drive to Natural Bridge State Park as well. So we feel like it's the best of both worlds, where you're very close to all of the restaurants, shopping, hiking. But if you want to stay a little bit more secluded, you have all that here as well.
Because Natural Bridge has Mill Creek Lake and the underground stand-up paddleboarding and all that stuff there as well.
Yeah, we're just about 7 minutes away from Mill Creek and the underground kayaks.
Nice. Nice. So let's talk about this class we're going to do.
I'm excited.
So we're going to do a class here, Nature Blind School. Jennifer, who's the mean camera lady, everybody knows the mean camera lady. She's behind the camera today. We're going to teach a class, and what kind of things do you foresee us doing here? Or is that totally up to me and Jennifer?
Yeah, I'm leaving it up to you. You know, I'm just so excited to get families together and to be able to learn these skills. I know you have such a broad skill set to offer, and so I'm just excited to get folks together, to get their kiddos out, to build some skills that will last for generations to come, and just enjoy creation and what we're offered here. And I'm just blessed that God has allowed us to steward this land, and we just want to open that up to other families and enjoy the time together and be able to build some really neat skills that we maybe can build on or just are lacking completely.
Yeah, I mean, I think our intent is to, what most people call survival, we call safety and survival, because it's just safety. It's basically how to go outdoors. This is a great place to do it, because we can do tree stuff, open area stuff, water stuff. We can do it all right here. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah.
So the family thing, it seemed, and one of the things that attracted me to you all into this place was because you do have such a, and I want to emphasize this, an emphasis on family and faith-based, way of doing things. You want to speak to that at all, or more so? Yeah, please do.
You know, what we say kind of as our logo, our theme is faith, family, and the simple life. And I think there's so much hustle and bustle. You know, one of the greatest joys of being a host is, I spoke to a family the other day and I was asking about their plans, and they said, we just sat on the porch with our kids and looked at the stars. We've never been able to do that.
Nice.
That they had come from the city. So just to bring people together, bring them outdoors, allow them to slow down, see really the beauty in the simplicity of things, because we are certainly in a hustle and bustle culture, and we can all get, looking down at our phones and really busy. And I think what the blessing of this place is it begs us to stop, look up, look down, look around, and just be present with one another. And so any way that we can provide that to our guests and to visitors for our events, we just love to do that.
So this has been great.
It's been wonderful. I'm so glad to have you all.
Yeah,
here.
I'm looking forward to the class. And do you remember off the top of your head when the date is? Because I don't. It's in April.
April.
Yeah. We'll get Jennifer to put it up on the graphic.
I think 12th. April 12th, April 15th.
We'll put it up.
Okay.
We'll put it up. We'll make sure there's a connection to it. So look in the description below for the class that we're teaching here. We've got it insanely priced for families. We want families to come out and train together. So make sure you get in on that. It's already got people signed up. And is it already up on the website?
It's on the website,
right.
yeah.
So we've already got people signed up. So as you're seeing this, if you want to get in on it, please, as soon as possible. So thanks, Lauren. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let's take a walk.
All right.